When elected, would you vote against all proposals for high-rise condos and hotels, and would you only appoint citizens to the Planning Commission unalterably opposed to structures in excess of 35 feet?
I would definitely oppose any of that, and I would certainly try to find a planning commissioner who was in favor of that, even if it meant I had to get rid of the one that was already there if I got in office. Yeah.
Well, once again, I think that the planning commissioners that I have appointed to the Planning Commission, even though I take the approach that once my due diligence and research is done and interviewing that person, that they become their own person unless some type of egregious situation would occur where their votes would not reflect to a great degree my position on these issues. The 35-foot height limit is something that I always discuss with the people that I select to be on the Planning Commission, and to demand that they do and follow those rules. I'm not sure that we can even do that. However, by a vote of, once we put somebody on the Planning Commission, by a vote of 3 members of the commission, we can remove that individual with or without cause from the Planning Commission. So that certainly would come into play if my appointment to the Planning Commission did something that I considered completely opposed to my political beliefs and support for community care.
I think it's part A and part B. Part A is yes, I will fight and fight and fight. Part B is when I appoint somebody to a committee, I don't want to appoint somebody that is as like me. I want a difference of opinions, but that doesn't mean that I agree with them, but I don't want a mirror image of me on another board. That's not fair to the community. 35 feet.
Well, I think that question follows very logically from the first question. Obviously, yes, I would do both.
The efforts to increase the density with high-rise hotels and condos has had tremendous adverse effects on the Keys. And here I'll ask all the voters out there to look at the records of each of the candidates when it comes to this issue. While on the Marathon City Council, I was one of only 2 people who voted vehemently against the hotel-motel ordinance, which changed basically the ability for developers to change every hotel room and almost every trailer site into a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo. And we've all seen the results of this. On the promises of increased tax revenues, our elected officials were fooled into allowing this to happen, and it has left the Middle Keys in a situation where we've lost a tremendous amount of affordable housing and residents, and are now left in this economy with a situation that a good part of the town has been devastated. I will not support now, nor will I support in the future, efforts on this behalf.